You recording? Still recording. Looks good? Okay. So as soon as you sit down, we'll start it, and then I'll just cut this part out. So I think we should be pretty...
Look at it? You want us to go look at it?
Nope. As long as it's recording, that's all I care. Just double check to see if it's recording.
Just double check. You see the numbers.
We get 2 eyes. Okay.
Yep, so I just want to make sure that we're not going to get to...
Not an iPhone, so I have to double check.
So it's going to stay running. It's not going to time out, right?
Exactly.
Okay, good.
Should be. Okay. And here we go.
Lord of mercy.
Oh, you're going to die. Wow. Can we just drink this? Oh, my God.
Take a sip.
I'm going to take a sip.
God, I love that intro. I love the intro.
Good.
Okay, what am I setting? What are you setting
It's
up?
not liquid ass.
It's not liquid ass.
It's not
You
liquid
did
ass.
that.
What's going on? What's going on? It's like, this fucking ninja's fucking trying to kill me. He's like, that's the knife sharpener guy. I'm like, oh, he's trying to...
It's been a long day.
Oh, so
So
deep.
Have a sense of humor. Good laugh does more for the stomach muscles than 5-minute setting up exercises.
Okay, big show. This is episode 10.
Hey,
We
we
made
made
it
it.
10 episodes.
And woohoo! Look at that. We are awesome.
A couple things. So we are now on iTunes, Spotify, YouTube. A couple more platforms coming soon. So make sure you please subscribe, spread the word, because we can tell this is getting ready to blow up, and
It is.
You could be one of the initial. I told you about this place, so
Yes.
be one of the initial guys.
You believed first.
Yeah, you got a sixth sense of humor just like me.
You need therapy just like us.
So we're gonna do this week just Buffalo Trace again because it's one of our favorites, and
We've actually
I gotta
got
say
a
it's like
supply of it.
we got a supply and it's fucking good. So here's this episode 10, guys.
Episode
Great
10.
job so
Awesome.
far.
Good job. Good job. You rock. You rock.
And Buffalo Trace, thank you for providing such a tasty beverage.
Since the 1700s. Thank you so much.
It tastes so good when it touches your lips.
Yes, it's what you hit your lips. It's so good. Wow, that really is good.
It's so good.
Compared to some of the stuff we've done,
Yeah.
it's like now you really like. Oh yeah, that was kerosene.
I mean, this is so good. It's like, all right, let's just throw the Splenda bit out.
Yeah, and unfortunately, it's like I thought I had a bit going. It's like, fuck, man, I'm gonna do all this Splenda now. I got a case of it. It's like, what do I do with all this Splenda?
This is Zero Splendor.
And so, thank you to the liquor store that's
Yeah.
hooking us up.
Gary Decker down on Pearl Street with Vinomania. Check him out on Facebook. You can check him out at, what's his address there? 314 Pearl Street in Syracuse. Great guy. Make sure you tell him a joke because he'll tell you 5 in return.
I heard he's a character. So let's do Turbo Team.
All right, let's load up.
Because, of course, just on a Tuesday, just before the episode, drama's got to happen with Newman.
Oh, here we go. Let me smash this. I need it.
Yeah, smash it. It's so funny.
It's so deep.
Bring it back.
That's deep. That's deep. That's soul.
Wow, it's like brand new.
I think like my dead grandfather felt that.
Oh, by the way,
Wow.
I found the third bottle.
Oh.
I never opened it out of the package.
Okay.
Oh my God, my eyes are watering. It's such a great feeling.
I breathed it in again.
It's really, yeah, it's real. It's a real feeling.
So we got a lot to get to today because there was the average Joe kind of slash Ballinsville CrossFit golf tournament, and boy, do we have some stories.
Oh,
And,
what a day.
But I want to get something out of the way. Our biggest fan, Myrtle,
Oh God.
he had another happy email for us.
Oh no.
So let me
Oh,
read
no.
this.
Oh God.
I see I got under your skin. You seemed upset. But I have to tell you, I am shocked you had your daughter on your show. I see you're grooming her for a job at Hooters.
Oh, what?
Please don't involve her in this filth. Someday you will have to atone for these so-called jokes. I am praying for you. Find Jesus. So, Myrtle,
Give it to her, Joe.
keep listening.
Give it to her.
It's gonna only get worse.
I have found Jesus. Jesus does my landscaping.
Mr.
And just so you know, Jesus was killed by the Jews.
Give me more of that.
And just so you know, as my daughter goes, my daughter is currently interning in massage parlor. She even just got a promotion for how good she's doing. It's something called happy endings. So, Myrtle, high five for Jesus. And P.S. I hope you sneeze and your uterus falls out and one of your 42 cats eat it.
Oh, Myrtle, you got it. See? Don't screw with him,
So
Myrtle.
bring
Sounds
it.
like a cat lover.
Don't mess with Joe Myrtle.
Well, it doesn't. She's definitely a cat lover. So bring it, Myrtle.
Bring it, you old cat lover.
I love a little competition.
Nasty smelling cat.
So we're gonna kind of get into the we're gonna get into the
Be more funny.
segment. This is Ben's CrossFit segment.
Oh, my God.
It's the only serious part of this.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
But today we're going to talk about nutrition, right? We could talk about barbells and gymnastics and all that we did today in class, but I think if you were to read CrossFit's definition of nutrition or health, all in 100 words, it starts with eat meat, nuts and seeds, little starch, no sugar. And then it goes to say eat only enough to support energy levels, not fat consumption or fat intake. So with that being said, you know, who doesn't love a good steak,
I love steak.
right? First thing it says, eat meat.
Eat meat.
Man meat.
Man, meat.
Man meat.
If you deliver the post,
We do know a poster. We know a post guy that loves eating meat.
okay.
Big floppy dongs. Edit, please.
That's where you should put.
It's we've talked about this, we've touched on it before, but it is a huge misconception. It's I gotta eat salads, I gotta eat all these vegetables, but when it comes down to it, your body needs fat for fuel, especially high intensity workouts like CrossFit.
Yeah.
You can't. I mean, I don't even know if there's a studies on it, but how many CrossFitters are vegetarians? Like
I imagine if there are, they're eating.
not in the games.
From the time they wake up to the time they go to bed. They're
Yeah.
probably eating somewhere between 5,000 and 8,000 calories of legumes.
just bowls of broccoli.
I got to tell you, and just from my own experience, even the last 2 weeks, I've been incorporating a lot of meat. Everything's been meat. Even last night, I had a bowl of meat for dinner.
Oh.
And I feel amazing. I feel like I'm getting through my workout without needing a lot of pre-workout or like getting
I mean,
things that
it
make
just
me do
help
it.
with muscle repair anyways. We're beating the shit out of everybody in here, and not literally, but the workouts are hard.
Yeah.
Matter builds matter, and protein builds muscle, and it helps with repairing muscle and overall soreness. So you just gotta eat your protein, regardless if you don't eat meat. Make sure you're eating enough protein to support your
Now,
exercise.
isn't meats a natural source of creatine, right?
That's correct.
And obviously, people you hear creatine working out. So this is actually one of the natural ways to get creatine.
That's correct. And creatine occurs naturally in our cells anyways. What happens is when we supplement it, we saturate our cells and it promotes muscle growth. Or, I don't know. you can give me more-
ATP, was it ATP and like?
ATP is oxygen intake, or
But doesn't it help? I don't know. We need an expert.
we do need an expert. But overall,
Eat meat.
I've been
eat
using
meat.
a lot of creatine lately, though, too. So, and a lot of meat.
You're not doing it more than once a day, are you?
What?
Creatine.
No, just once a day.
Just
Okay.
rinse in the
Pretty
bathroom.
big
Just,
load.
just rinse in the bathroom.
Just a big load.
Just a big.
using that sink.
Well, no. If I'm pushing, okay. what if I'm just pushing things out of my body? Should I load more creatine in because I feel
yeah,
like
do
I'm
it.
shooting
You
into
can't
the
go
sink?
wrong.
I mean, feelings gone, but needed to do
a
it.
little compact.
Had to make me happy.
So yeah, that's the first thing on the list. Eat meat. And the second one is nuts and seeds. And when people think about that, like what that actually is just a few nuts and seeds, and it's your fats. That's where you're getting a little extra fat in your diet because meat has fat, but nuts and seeds are you get your omega-3s, omega-6s.
Question though:
Yes,
do I
sir.
start with the nuts or the meat?
Always the beans. Start with the beans, right?
You got the Franken beans upside down.
How'd you get the beans above the frame?
Oh, wait a minute. So I'm gonna start with the nuts and work my way up to the meat. Okay, I'm good. Let's go. I'm
That sounds
hungry.
like a Saturday night. But so as far as shopping, people I think feel intimidated. about how to go about the shopping.
And honestly, a grocery store, a good grocery store, is laid out with a perfect blueprint. You stay to the exterior of the store. That's where all your meat freezers are. That's where all your vegetable and produce stands are. And in the interior of the store, that's where everything that's in a box or in a package that has a shelf life, right? You want something that expires. I'm sorry, you want something that spoils, not expires, because ultimately your food shouldn't be able to last 5, 6 weeks, 8 weeks.
So burgers coming out of a cardboard box that tastes like cardboard, Tom. Not
Who's Tom? I haven't seen him in 2 weeks.
I know, we miss Tom.
It's like, where's Waldo? Where's Tom?
He's wandering. He's wandering.
Well, it's kind of similar because it's the same 2 shirts. So love you, Tom.
Tom, you're awesome.
Tom, you get brought up here in a
I
little
do
bit.
miss it.
He's the best.
But when I learned that at the level 1 course, that's the first thing they teach you. Like, you should always stick to the outside of the grocery stores because that's the way they develop it. Because anything in the middle is going to be highly processed foods.
Yeah, high
And-
glycemic.
Yeah.
Bad for insulin resistance and so forth. And honestly, and we're in the Northeast, right? So we have Wegmans as a food chain. And I'm not familiar with other food chains, but if you ever notice when you're in the produce department, it's all tile floors. And if you're going slow, your cart kind of like ding, ding,
Yeah.
ding, ding, hits all those tiles.
Yeah.
That's by design. That's meant to slow you down, stop, look at the produce, because in Danny Wegman's superstores there, that's where they spend millions of dollars. They spend
Was there a
millions of
study on this?
Yeah. Yeah.
I did not know that, and
didn't.
that's so true.
Yeah, it's psychological.
Well, what's
Fa-
out in the
Wow.
middle then?
They're fucking.
Oh, just linoleum tiles.
yeah. It's fake flooring. Smooth concrete. Just get your ass moving.
So I'm going to have to do
Wow.
tile flooring in front of my bed so Jen just has to slow down.
Oh,
Let me see what's in that bed.
oh, look at
He's
that.
pitched a tent.
Now look at that. That's not.
I
gonna
want to go camping.
That won't spoil if I get on it right now.
That meat looks spoiled.
I don't know if I start with the nuts or the meat, but it looks good.
But it's like it's just something that obviously you go little in, but I remember just like it was funny seeing you. It was just mind blowing. When we're just like, just trust us, just trust us. It's like because it is people just think like eat a steak. Really, that's the worst thing you do.
No, no.
Well, yeah, the misconception of you'll have
misconception.
prostate
It's the
cancer.
truth. No, it's the truth. I started this journey
And great chips,
with
great chips.
broccoli and all salads, and I was trying so hard to eat stuff that was green and that wasn't meat. That wasn't gonna make me feel more bloated or more like I was putting things into my body when I expel faster. I did it so wrong because as soon as I started eating meat, I felt stronger. I was faster. I was losing weight faster.
You felt satiated too, right? Like you ate and you didn't feel like you had to eat again.
Well, I literally would eat at 6 and be done for the day, or I go make a salad.
But
and
that's
be
more
done
about
hungry and eat it.
that's more about the fats, though, too, right?
All of it.
The fats make you feel fuller.
Fats and
longer,
proteins.
longer.
Yeah, longer because it's nutrient dense, right? You take a pound of steak versus or whatever, a pound of meat versus a pound of broccoli or any vegetable that you love, you're gonna be hungry an hour later from that vegetable. But that meat, you're gonna be fine.
Yeah.
That's so true. I'm literally learning this all.
I'm really wishing I could dabble more about just my lifestyle. Just doesn't. But this intermediate fasting obviously sounds like the way to go to. But that's a whole different avenue. We'll
Yeah.
touch on later on.
Now we're creating a science
This is
experiment.
gonna be a whole other avenue to go. But it seems like that's the definitely the future, the way to go.
I'm fasting. I fast in the morning. I fast
We're not
morning
talking
lunch.
about we're not talking about not having sex. We're talking about
Oh,
like,
wait, fasting? My sex life is not called fasting? Then I'm not fasting.
You read the wrong book. You read the wrong book.
Well, it's funny because I said this
I
at
feel
home.
great.
I'm like,
I'm
honey,
fasting.
are we not fasting? Are we fasting tonight again? I really am in the mood.
She gave it
you're
up for Lent.
fasting.
She
Oh,
gave it up for Lent.
For Lent for 5 years. There's no more Lent. Lent's
okay.
done. Sorry.
So-
These are all jokes, honey. I know you're listening. I
Let's
love you.
Get into the meat of the subject today. But first, we have a commercial. A new sponsor. Here we go.
Do you hate it when you break out that new outfit from Temu and it rains or even worse? You're out golfing. Do I have the product for you? Tiger Woods Maxi Pads. Our patented bacon-scented wings will keep even the most metrosexual dry and clean. And for a limited time buy a case and receive a bright white belt to really complete that douche look. And then after you're done you can hang yourself with it. Tiger Woods Maxi Pads.
Okay,
Oh, my God.
so the golf tournament.
Wow.
Oh,
It was
so much-
epic.
so much to get into.
Full
was
disclosure,
epic.
I was not there.
Yeah,
I'm
Ben
just
was-
an enjoyer of the stories.
So to understand this commercial better, Newman shows up finally. You know, he's in shape now, so he's able to. You know, he's a big Temu guy.
I love Temu. Temu's the new way to go. It's Amazon on crack. You can get whatever you want on Temu, but it's
But-
only $2.
Yeah,
It's
and
awesome.
And you can probably smoke the stuff like crack.
Oh, you,
but
yeah, seriously.
But he shows up with this nice bright white belt, bright white shoes,
$3.25.
and it starts raining.
Oh God.
So, I guess I didn't witness this part, but he's on the team with Jen, my wife, and Irene and Christy, and he made them stand in the woods for like.
Let me tell you what happened.
Okay, tell your side of
here's
the
what
story.
happened. We get there, we all load up our golf carts full of booze.
Oh, please.
But there's backpacks full of booze everywhere. Every golf cart has way too much booze in it. So we load up, we all get excited, and all of a sudden we're all taking off. The foot hits the gas pedal, and it starts to rain. And I'm telling you, it was this weird mist of rain that didn't stop, and it came in every direction. I'm in a golf cart, so I've got new shoes on that are white. My
Gorilla in the mist.
yeah, it was. That's what it was. I despise being wet in any manner, but I knew that it was going to clear.
Tiger
up.
Woods Maxi Pits.
Here's the thing. We were watching the Doppler all morning, so it's going to stop raining like within an hour. But within that whole hour, we're watching the Doppler. It's raining.
Wait, you actually brought up the radar?
Yes.
That's how you know you're old. That's how you know you're old.
No, it was on live.
It's
We
not
had-
like a NASCAR race. Like I think we're gonna be good in about 20
no,
minutes.
so what we did was now we are
Game on.
we're chasing golf carts around this place. Everybody's trying to find their hole. We started at hole number 8. We couldn't find hole number 8. Hole number 8 was non-existent for like 1 hour of driving around in a golf cart.
For a
So I-
normal person, would have been follow the signs and say hole 8. They would've-
Yes, but here's what happened. I said, I've had enough. Find a tree. And she's like, Christy was driving. She's like, and Jen and Irene were in front of us. And I'm like, find a tree, find a tree. I'm freaking out. I'm losing my mind at this point. That we find this tree. And I spent at least 20 minutes walking in circles around this tree because I was trying to find the dry spot, which did not exist. And yes, they took video. And yes, they did make fun of me. And I did not care because I was not soaking wet. I was wet, but not soaking wet.
Well, I think the biggest thing was because you're so proud of your white belt
I didn't want it to get dirty.
and your bright white shoes, which just was the even funnier part.
Oh,
Were nano CrossFit shoes. He didn't even know they're CrossFit shoes. So he finally gets a pair of legit CrossFit shoes, and he bought them because he liked the color.
Wow, Joe.
I was like, oh shit, you got. He was like, oh, that's what these are. I was like, but the color's awesome.
I told you that.
I was like, wow, you're gonna crush workouts in those.
Yeah.
I'm not working out in these.
These are my golf.
I'm not getting them dirty.
I can't get these dirty, but oh man, no, it was fun. It was a blast.
And
can't-
shout out to Pine Grove Golf Course because they were great. It was. I've done this 5 times now, and it was the best golf tournament I've had. So many drunk people, and they dealt with it. At one point, I get a guy coming by saying, "You know, there's a shirtless guy over there." On like hole 3, I'm like, "Oh, okay." So let's pick. Here goes Pine Grove off the list. So
Yeah,
like,
'cause you've been
I've
excommunicated from every one
I've
of
been banned from 3 golf courses. So I was like, "Oh, I guess next year we're at putt putt." Like,
it was so fun. I had so much.
You know, I do have a fun story though. Even though I didn't get to participate in this year's golf tournament, I remember the first one I did, and we were at the Radisson. right?
yes.
And I remember the guy was a dick.
Yes,
He
yes.
was like, "Oh, you can't bring your own beer in here." Like,
Well,
fuck you, dude. Like,
okay, so
no.
the story is, my dad brought 1 beer that I left at his house, and he put it in the golf course. I brought this from the house because this is the beer I drink, Corona Premier. And this fucking douche, that year we had 18 teams.
Yeah, we were full.
We were totally full. So we brought to him all these fucking people. Bartender said, never busier in my life. And this guy fucking lost his mind on me because he's like, you're the owner, right? And you like disrespect me like this. I was like, it's one, and that just set me off. And it's kind of like, so.
So let's.
Well, no, Joe did say this weekend at where were we?
But we spent a lot
Pine
of
Grove.
money. We spent a lot of money there.
Well, you said we all got in there. We all pulled in. The first thing you did was load up our carts full of beer. But everybody went
Bought.
in and
Yeah,
bought
bought.
beer. So I even went in and bought beer.
Oh, and shots.
and a ton of shots. So the bar
Heidi,
was-
don't check that credit card statement.
Yeah, I still haven't even. I got to be honest with you. I still haven't even opened it because it's on my phone. I can see what I spent.
If
I
you don't
even
look
wanna
at it,
know.
if you don't look at it happen.
It
Yeah,
did not happen.
forget about it.
I'm just gonna pay it off and just say I did it.
Forget
and
about it.
Yeah, it was bad.
That's drunk Jay. Drunk Jay.
Drunk Jay's fun. I'm sorry, but Drunk Jay doesn't get to come out a lot, and I'm sorry, but
Okay,
it's
so
gonna
let's
be
get
an
in the,
epic summer.
let's get in the drunk Jay.
So I still want to finish that story though. So like we're at the Radisson, right? And this poor little cart girl driving around,
I was talking about the squirrel.
giving out alcohol. Tommy, God bless Tommy. He comes over and he buys a round. He's golfing with me, Jen, my wife, and he buys a round. He's like, whatever they're having. And he takes this $20 bill. He sticks it in the girl's hand like all aggressive.
Oh,
right?
it
And
wasn't
he
enough.
goes, here, you can have the rest, but you tell your boss. Stop giving my friends a hard time.
Was it not enough?
I don't know. But he
It wasn't enough.
But he stared at this little girl.
Tom is a very loyal guy.
Oh, love him to death.
But the other story about that, Jen hit the squirrel out of the
Oh
tree.
yeah, she killed the fucking.
She killed a squirrel. So Tom, vegetarian animal lover, we gotta go over
I
there.
forgot all
But
about
what's Tom gonna do? Are you gonna give this thing mouth to mouth? Like, so they get up to this thing and it's on the ground, and then it like jumps to life. So I'm thinking like, I wish Tom would give this thing mouth to mouth and it bit his tongue or something like that.
It was
Like,
amazing. You
wait,
couldn't do it again.
But she
how
hit a
could-
squirrel.
Out of the tree.
She hit a squirrel out of the tree. Now, is that the win? Is that like the win of the game?
there
You won.
should have been an award for that.
Like it was there's longest drive, there's shortest to the pin,
pin.
and hitting a squirrel.
And a hole-in-one challenge because
oh,
you had to win a car for a year lease.
Oh yes, that's right. Yep, I had a hole-in-one challenge.
This week?
No.
the
When
first one.
the
I-
last,
Oh.
the first one that I ever played,
you
he had a
pay, you
hole-in-one.
pay, what it is, you pay an insurance company because the odds are so low, and it was like literally like $200. But they basically, if someone actually did that, they would cover it.
Yeah.
But the odds are like so. But that like psyched everyone up and like. But
Yeah, you win a fucking lease.
Yeah, you won a car for 3 years.
Oh my God. I would have played for that.
You know what happens
Oh,
anytime?
you would have. Okay. So,
Oh, yeah, you'd
so
have
how
brought
many?
it.
So how many times did you swing the golf club this week?
I swung the golf club
Twice.
the whole day, twice. Just 2 times.
no
He
time.
did it-
No,
and-
no,
and
no.
apparently
Heidi,
it
he
only
played
went-
72.
it only no. They sat there for the holes, but the one time was only because it was in front of my group,
I had to do it.
so he had to do it, and it was like a limp dick fucking like bleh.
I
And it
smashed
went
it.
right down the middle though.
I smashed the shit right out of it. It was gone.
So my group though, it's raining, and they're all older gentlemen. My dad, Tom, and his buddy. And it's just arthritis, the weather, and they're hitting it to the right. So I'm just like, let's start pounding drinks, like, because it's gonna be a long day.
Yeah, what was in your
If you
flask?
weren't having fun, you're gonna make it.
Oh, in my flask was that tequila ghost pepper. Oh, ghost pepper tequila. So, as soon as the sun came out,
It was
then-
beautiful.
Then they were great.
It was
Yeah, but
awesome.
You only had rain for what, like
So
20 minutes?
it was 3 holes.
52 minutes and 25
The first
seconds.
3 holes. And that's why, like, we had this little window, like it was coming back around. But
It was so much fun. I can't.
it was a great time, and
I think everybody was a lot of fun too. All the different groups were fun.
I'll just say, I can tell you it's a great time because usually every year after golf tournament, I was like, this is it. Last year I'm doing it. Fuck this. And after this year, I'm like, okay, I can't wait till next year. So next year, because
Well, good.
we had, I think the CrossFitters made it fucking fun. We had like 3 teams from CrossFit. Eric still can't do overhead squats, but he
Still working on a muscle.
still working on them. And Kristen and Shelly and Mike and Rich and then Jen's team and everything. So
I did
those
some
are-
burpees. I did 1 burpee on that golf course. I did. a
but
burpee.
he didn't go all the way down because he went.
You want to get that white belt.
that
Dirk?
white belt,
Whoa.
That white belt's making him look svelte.
Love that belt. Are you kidding me? I took it home, cleaned it, and it's hanging in my closet right now. I cannot wait to wear it
Yeah,
again.
you found one
No,
opportunity.
so it's
to
hanging
wear
in his
it.
closet so he can hang himself when he's jerking
Oh.
off.
It is a stretchy belt.
Hopefully, it's not stretchy enough.
Ask Richard.
Please don't let those knees touch the ground.
Wow, Joe. Wow. Oh my God. That hurt a little bit. No,
it didn't.
No, it didn't. It didn't. It was so much fun though.
Okay, so now that's just the beginning of the day. So then we get back. So I see them like 4 or 5 holes in, and they're wasted.
Yes,
And
wasted.
Talking about Newman's team. And they're like, we think we're done after the next couple holes. And so I'm like thinking about it. So the whole time I'm thinking like, okay, they're going to be the first team back. My fucking wife's gonna be like, open bar, everyone. I think that's what's included in the price. And so I'm like, I gotta get back there.
Joe ran through the door.
I fucking ran through that door and then I see Irene and Christy manning the door because every person's supposed to get a ticket for the door prizes.
They're good. Yeah, those two are good.
This is so good because came time to do door prizes. There's 44 people and there's 124 tickets. I get Jen and I'm like, okay, Jen, focus. How is there 124 tickets?
Actually, you know something? You know how I know you guys were wasted, right? Because I've only seen Jen drunk a few times. And the one photo where you guys were all showing a shit show T-shirt.
Yeah.
You could see it. Yeah, just like
Oh no, they were.
And Jen is gone.
So we had to redistribute tickets because I didn't want no bitches or complaints or anything. And
Yeah.
so then we get to give it. Okay, so now let's go because he wasn't even there for the prizes.
I got to get picked up.
So Newman's
How do you
having
pick me
a
up?
fucking. I've only seen Newman drunk twice in the 4 years that I've known him for a long time, but the 4 years here at the bar. I was,
Yeah,
you know,
just a
drunk-
few times.
just twice. And he's just loving life. And I was happy. I was like, oh, it's great. He finally got out and fucking like relaxed, had a fucking
Yeah.
great time. So I'm at the bar and my one customer is like, hey, bought me a shot. I was like, I don't do shots. And he set the shot down in front of me before I could even do anything. Newman walking by without breaking stride. I'll do it. Boop. Sets back down and keeps walking. I was like, okay, that took care of that.
Once the volume gets turned on, I can't turn it off until it's over, until the night is done.
It's like high fidelity.
Well, that's what I got home and I was like, Sunday was a different day for me because I had to explain the whole Saturday. And she said, the problem with you, and she is Heidi, my ruler, my
we don't
wife,
need to name names. We know who
she
she is.
makes it very clear. She goes, the problem is you don't know how to drink. You forgot how to drink because once you start
you only
drinking,
drink twice a year, though.
right? But you just turn it up. You don't. There's no volume. You go from hot to cold.
Because after you left, I was like, so Scotty's like, yeah, I think I bought him like 4 shots of Patron. I was like, what?
yes, he did.
I wouldn't do 4 shots of Patron.
But this is after.
So now I knew he was really drunk because we had this great buffet put out. And he doesn't usually eat in front of people.
That
and
chicken was awesome.
He loaded up this plate, sat in the corner, just fucking doing that drunken eating, like.
But they know I won't eat. I have a real. It's
And
really,
then all of a sudden he disappeared. So you want to explain what happened after he disappeared?
Okay, listen. First off, let me explain this. I have an issue with eating in front of people,
Yeah.
and that was kind of one of my discussions
From your big guy days, right?
Yes, seriously. When you're a fat,
Oh,
you don't
yeah.
want to eat in front of people. That's it's embarrassing. But prior to the whole event Saturday, the first thing we talked about Saturday morning, we got up with me and myself as Heidi and I, is she's like, you're gonna eat today. Make it a point to eat today because you're gonna go 0 to 100 like you always do. Make sure you're eating. And I said I'll eat.
I gotta tell you, that's good support.
No, see, if it was me, I'd be like, fuck you, bitch, I'll do what I want.
But I ended up
When I was
turning.
drunk, I would
but
be like,
no, the
I'm
chicken.
going to show her.
I don't need to eat anything.
When the food is amazing, which the
good.
food was
The chicken
amazing.
was good, wasn't it?
It was locked down.
Dude, I sat over there after class today, and I was like,
I gave him 3 pieces of it.
Oh my god, the chicken is so good. It's so. I mean, the potatoes were good. Everything was good, and I just.
And Pat was in here working out. He was on the bike, so I hid behind. And Vincia was running, and I was eating a piece. I was like, oh, I can't wait for the other 2 pieces.
So I.
You guys finished already? Jesus Christ. Why are you fucking so slow? I'm failing as a coach.
drink a ton of beer, eat a ton of food, find myself in the kitchen after I ate this ton of food, and I asked Rob, he's the cook, the mastermind in the kitchen, and I say, dude, I need you to make me some French fries. I need you to make me some French fries right now. And I'm powerhousing through these French fries, and he's giving me more French fries. He keeps going because I'm so smashed, and he looks at me and he's
No,
like,
he felt like the penny farthing. He's feeding the elephant.
Yeah,
Here
he's
you go.
feeding the elephant.
Here's another one. Here's another one.
he goes,
what? Well, you almost got a finger that time.
I turn around, and I look back, and you're you're gone. You hear the door open, the screen door open, and I'm just staggering in another direction.
So he made the point of not to go through the bar,
No way, I was not going back
which
to
is
the bar.
smart. Which is very smart. I'm glad because who knows?
That's a
who knows?
conscious decision.
That's a very like I don't think I would have done. I would like I'm gonna go through and say bye to everyone, and that just could have. Who knows where that would.
That would've been another shot, and then I would've never left.
A good Irish goodbye
We
never
would
hurt
end up in
anybody.
Canada or something. And
I'm telling you right now. Let me just be honest with you. There was light switches
Let's-
going off.
Let's go to Florida.
Let's go to Florida. I've done that before. I've been out drinking just like this golf tournament and woken up in a car with my feet hanging out at the window on my way to Florida, and that's legit happened to me. And you know what I had in my pocket? Nothing. Not even a $1 bill. I had to call home to get money. I'm like, what did I do? How am I doing this? Why am I so screwed up? Why does the switch not turn off? I'm telling you right now. I was afraid for my life because I knew what I was going to do next. And let me tell you something, it's not legal. I knew where my mind was going. And I had to describe it in the easiest way. And the easiest way for me to describe what happened was I called Heidi and I said, honey, I love you. Can you please come get me? I've had enough. She goes, I'm on my way. I go, how long? She goes, she goes,
So I have no time for these French fries.
listen to this. She goes, I'm in Tully. I go, oh God.
Oh, that's
Okay.
a long trip.
She
That's
goes,
a long ride.
Well, how long is that going to be? She's like, 50 minutes. I go, okay, I'll see you in 50 minutes. I hung up the phone.
Oh, you sat out there for that long?
Listen, so I called back 5 minutes later. I go, hey,
Are you in
here
the
yet? And I called her about 20
What are you, a little kid?
Yes.
Are we there yet?
I called her about 20 times.
Where the fuck are you?
I got in the
I'm
car.
so scared.
She pulls in the driveway and she pounds on the door and pulls me out of the car because I'm smashed. And she's like, get in the car. And so I got in the car and I'm sitting down and we pull out of the Everjoe's parking lot and I look right to the left and she goes, are you okay? I go, McDonald's! I need some French fries!
More French fries.
Hold it. She goes, you disgust me. She's in the drive-thru and she goes, he'll have 2
Well,
large
she did
fries.
it though.
She
That's
did it.
love. That's love.
She did
That's
it,
love.
and I ate the fries like a fat kid. I sat quietly all the way home, got in the house, and I went right to my room because I didn't want to deal with it. This is it. Now,
Right to my room.
it is 5:45 p.m. I wake up bright-eyed, bushy-tailed at 3:45 a.m.
Because you were passed out at one time.
It was like 5 o'clock. I passed like 6 o'clock. I passed out. So listen, I wake up on this stupor and I'm freaking out. I'm sweating.
Like, what did you do?
Like, what did I do? What did I say? And I look and I walk out to the living room and I'm like, oh my god, my car's not here. I didn't drive my car. I didn't, not drive my
Mental
car.
accountability
Yes.
just running through your mind.
So now my issue is this: did I roll my windows up? Did I lock my car? Because Tom's golf clubs were in my car. What did I do? Did I do something wrong? Did I hit something? Did I say something rude? I knew my mouth was going. I knew I was on fire and I was having fun. And I don't do these things to hurt anybody's feelings, but I like to laugh.
So I will just say that I was very happy he left when he did because I was worried about him being.
Too
I
much?
would, I would feel it would be funny and hilarious.
Sure.
But other people would take it the wrong way.
Yes, it happened.
So I was
Well,
like,
then obviously those people-
Everyone was like, oh, where did he go? I was like, oh, hopefully he went home. Or he's either went home or he's sleeping behind the dumpster.
Irish
I don't
goodbye.
know.
Irish goodbye.
But
What if I woke up at
the best part, though, was he came out and somehow he had bacon bits in his pocket.
Oh god! Don't ask me what's happening. The whole day was a blur.
He said it was for like how's it like a breadcrumb trail
Leading to the
leading off a cliff.
Oink,
oink, oink, oink,
oink.
just leading to one big farm animal.
So that
Don't
was
feed the
just-
animals.
So that was a very entertaining Saturday.
You're giving about 5 minutes of this whole day. But that's all we're giving right now because let me tell you something. Their day has stories, and they're gonna keep popping up.
Yeah.
They're gonna keep popping up. What a fun time though! So much fun. I can't wait to do it again.
But
Yeah, absolutely.
we're definitely, and I think next year there'll be more CrossFitters and more. It's gonna be very fun next year. We didn't bring up about the swim.
Yeah, but let's
This is something that, real fast. This is something that no other CrossFit's doing. Is Ben's done this in the past with us before we opened this place, and this is all his mastermind. So explain what we're doing.
before you gotta hit the button.
Oh,
Be more funny.
oh, I got you.
Yes, let's be more fun.
Wow.
Honestly, so before Baldwinsville CrossFit became what it is, I took over a program at the YMCA called Strength and Function. Shout out to Martin. Great program. Sorry you left. Anyways, moving on. I took the opportunity there to utilize the resources that were available to us, and we had the pool. It was a headache for the YMCA and especially Jen Brown, the pool coordinator, but I was able to rent or block out the pool for an entire CrossFit class. I've done that for years. It's a great turnout. People call in sick, and they tell me not to tag them in Facebook. So this year, in August, we will be renting out
What, you know the date?
I think it's going to be August 17th. Mark it, pin it, put it in your calendar, August 17th.
We'll rehash it again, but just.
Absolutely. I think that is a Thursday, August 17th. I'm not going to look at
But
my
it's.
phone.
I'll just say from my experience before you go any further, I'm not a competitive like you think swimming. It's fucking hard. It's hard, dude.
Even if you doggy paddle.
Like you doggy paddle, whatever, but you're swimming, laps, getting out of the pool, doing burpees, air squats, shit, getting back in the pool, doing laps, and then it's a different kind of exhaustion.
Can I do laps in the kiddie side?
Let me tell you this. If you hold your breath, you're going to die.
Yeah.
And if you don't breathe, you're going to die. And that's the basics of swimming, right? Either you got to hold your breath above water and breathe, or you got to hold your
I
breath.
just want to make sure I'm in front of Jen, so when I pee in the pool, she feels like, oh, it just got warm.
So warm.
It got warm.
is so
I had a warm spot.
It's like a jacuzzi.
Oh, that's that sun.
I just felt the jet stream.
So yeah, full disclosure, August 17th is the tentative date. It will be only for one class. So anybody that's interested, we'll plug this again for sure in the
Yeah.
future. We want to let you know it'll be an hour and a half long session. in. We're going to go over the basics of swimming, basic safety. We're also going to go over the full workout in its entirety and have a whole bunch of fun. I've done this for years. People love it. I love it in the spirit of CrossFit and fitness.
I don't know if I love it.
What if you can't swim? Like, I'm not a good swimmer.
You better fucking find out.
Are you gonna let me drown?
I'll have a scaled version.
We'll have a fishing pole with a French fry in front of you.
Oh, that's,
Get that, bitch. Get
that's
it.
all I need. That's all I need.
We'll put a bobber on a French fry. I got a Newman.
I got him.
He's got a weight belt on. Oh. And with that, let's do 2 claps.
Here we go.
2 claps.
Wow. Yes.
Ah.